It's not just about the volume. The length of time you spend each day listening to devices through your headphones or earbuds can also contribute to hearing loss later in life. Headphones and earbuds can impact hearing loss in children and young adults as they age. Children, teenagers, and young adults listen to many hours of music per day at volumes exceeding the globally recommended public health limit. There are ways to set healthy noise limits and protect your hearing. Cranking up your earbuds as you listen to music or a podcast might be your favorite form of self-care. However, it might not be the best for your hearing. According to recent analysis, high levels of noise can affect hearing loss in the future. Children, teens, and young adults may be particularly at risk if they often listen to many hours of music per day at volumes exceeding the public health limit of 70 decibels of average leisure noise exposure per day. Health implications of hearing loss. Fink and audiologist Jan Mays reviewed and integrated information from multiple articles in multiple disciplines to form conclusions about personal audio system usage. A key takeaway was that people who use personal audio systems, also called personal listening devices or music players, linked to headphones or earbuds, so the content can be heard without disturbing others, are damaging their hearing. Especially for young people. Personal audio system use is the major source of leisure noise exposure, said Fink. When they reach midlife, probably in their early to mid-40s, they will be as hard of hearing as their grandparents are now in their 70s and 80s. How to set healthy noise limits. Hearing loss from noise exposure can accumulate after one very loud exposure, or more often, slowly over time with bad hearing health habits, said Carson. We live in a noisy world, and many people are exposing themselves repeatedly to unsafe noise levels which may affect their long-term health. In my practice, we recently saw a young adult with a perforated eardrum from listening to music with earbuds too loudly, she said. Here are ways to keep your ears safe and sound. Keep sound to 70 dB. The NIH explains that sound is measured in units called decibels, stating that sounds at or below 70 weighted decibels, dB, even after long exposure, are unlikely to cause hearing loss. However, long or repeated exposure to sounds at or above 85 dB can cause hearing loss. A very good rough indicator is that if a person has to strain to speak or to be heard over the ambient noise, that's more than about 75 decibels, said Fink. For devices, it's hard to know what the decibel output is, so he suggests using your device at the 50% setting, as well as cutting back on your listening time. Carson points out that safety options exist for earbud use, but even these options require parental or consumer monitoring. For example, she said on iPhones, use the hearing application in the control center to check your headphone audio level. Use a sound level meter app. There are many free or inexpensive sound level meter apps, which helps to determine how noisy your environment is. The National Institute for Occupational Safety and Health, NIOSH, offers a free one. A smartphone sound meter app will help one learn what's loud and what's not, said Fink. Wear hearing protection. Many types of hearing protection exist that are designed to protect you from the noise you're around. For example, Carson said musician-filtered hearing protection can help maintain the quality of music while still providing safe protection. Hearing protection comes in many forms: earmuffs, foam plugs, reusable non-custom plugs, and custom-fit hearing protection. Talk to your hearing health professional to get help finding the protection that's best for your intended use, she said. Get your hearing checked regularly. If you're over age 50 or exposed to noise at unsafe levels, Carson recommends getting your hearing checked annually. If you are noticing any changes in your hearing, or new or worsening ringing in the ears, you should get your hearing checked right away.